Capricorn, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early October 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business and start you off with an oracle card as usual. We are in the season spirit, my friends. You get to have your cards read by a big old teddy bear. But let's shuffle it up here, my gods. Talk to me. What do we got for Capricorn, please? And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always intriguing to me, especially when it all links together. But let's get it going here. What's up with Capricorn, please? Thank you. Okay, so we do have the bound up angel showing up here, and this is somewhat of like an Eight of Swords type of energy. So it could mean a whole variety of different things. So we'll peel back the layers in a moment. Before we do though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the October subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo here. So in its imagery, this card is striking. I love it. It just looks really deep and symbolically layered. You see this angelic figure, which can speak to spirituality, spiritual ties, spiritual ways of thinking, but notice that the wings are bound up in this red ribbon. So sure, it could speak about caution, like spirit waving red flags, but to me, this is a bound up type of energy. So some of you, it could be something very minor. You could be feeling a little bit of cabin fever. In its worst case scenario, this is like a stressful anxiety type of energy. You might feel cornered or trapped in a situation. So it isn't the best type of energy. However, this is a fleeting type of energy. This is an energy that can be dealt with quickly. So hopefully you're not high strung, or this could be someone you're very close to that is on edge big time here. So we're just going to put this angel to the side. Okay. In its worst sense, it could be somebody who's feeling trapped in some way, but we're not going to go that route. Let's get into tarot. I'm going to start you with 3 in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify. So let's shuffle it up one time for my lovely Capricorns here. What's up with the Cappies? Using the vice versa tarot. Once again, it's an awesome deck. So last week's reading, pretty interesting title. It was titled A Karmic Shock. Now, the reason it was titled as such is because there was tower energy showing up, I believe. There was definitely a whole bunch of karmic cards as well. So hopefully you haven't been dealing with any rough situations, but the hands of karma were moving. And that energy does stick around when it shows up. So we're going to see what we have this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. Nothing's ever set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you and your situation, okay? Because this could be somebody you're connected to showing up. So we're starting off. It's not the best start, but you know we want to see all the cards that show. We have the 5 of Pentacles. This could represent somebody who's feeling a little down in the dumps. We'll talk about it. Because as I already said, this doesn't have to be your vibe. This could be just someone you're close to. Okay, we have the Hanged Man. Yeah, and this is kind of linking into that angel, that bound up angel type of feeling. Someone might be feeling stuck in a rut, trapped. Let's get one more. So we could really like tie it in here. Yeah, these are all very slow, sturdy type of energies, even though they're of different suits and elements. We have the 4 of Swords here on the back end. So there might be a couple of warnings here for us to really pay attention to. But like I always say, it all matters when we clarify it, right? So let's go through real quick. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and interpretations. Then we'll get the intuitive, juicy stuff. So in position number 1, we do have the 5 of Pentacles. Classically, this is a card that can be tied to dissatisfaction in the realm of money. Okay, this could be speaking about money issues, somebody feeling like they're not making enough money, whatever it might be. In interpersonal relationships, this card could represent somebody that's feeling lonely. This card could represent little feelings of depression, solitude. Okay, very similar to hermit mode type of energy, somebody feeling separated from a group or abandoned even. In its worst case scenario, this does represent abandonment issues. So we really want to clarify that and see if this is a changing energy, okay? But let's just keep moving forward though, because I do want to mention that that is earth energy. That's an element you're comfortable with. It's very stern. It's very stable. We have more of the same as we move through. We have the Hanged Man in the center. Now, this could represent a prominent Scorpio in your life. Some people even do say the Hanged Man could be a Virgo. I tend to think of it as a Scorpio card. Now, notice this person, they are not moving. This is a card of somebody who could be pulled back, analyzing, checking something out, looking at all the details. So this is a very analytical type of energy for sure. So this could represent a situation that you're trying to dissect intellectually. This could be somebody watching you, analyzing you, all right? But it's not a heavy movement type of vibe, so the clarifier is going to be super important. Another thing with the Hanged Man is it does represent the energy of self-sacrifice, right? Doing something that doesn't make you happy but makes others happy, like taking one for the team, right? Worrying about everybody else's well-being, worrying about everybody else's feelings, okay? So we want to really see what that Hanged Man's about, but it could just be something coming to like a complete halt, especially with all this sturdy energy. Now, moving to the back end, once again, another stagnant, immovable type of vibe, we have the Four of Swords. So this card can be tied to sleep, right? Make sure you get proper rest, relaxation, recuperation with a card like this. It's also a spiritual card. So I do say this could represent meditative states, right? The need to meditate and recuperate your mind, body, and soul. Another vibe I always get with this card is the paranormal. So when a Four of Swords shows up, it can speak about paranormal activity that might be heightened in this time. You might be having paranormal experiences. But the main thing with this Four of Swords to me is it's really not movable, and it can be tied to your sleep, like somebody having issues and insomnia. So just like that high strung, bound up energy that we saw in the very beginning, it's kind of persisting here. So let's dive deeper on all the Capricorn. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, so let's shuffle it up one more time for you. We're going to go in here, and yeah, this is where I go intuitive, my friends, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to go in on this Five of Pentacles. It's giving me an interesting energy, I will say that. And also, if you read tarot yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you have any messages you want to give to Capricorn from the spread, you can drop it down in the comments. I won't mind at all. You won't be stepping on my bare toes. So let's see what's up with that Five of Pentacles here. Thank you. Okay, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this could be something that might have went a little haywire. And this is that karmic energy as well. So remember, I was saying last week's reading was a karmic shock. This could represent either somebody learning a karmic lesson or karma striking in for somebody, like somebody catching that dose. So we do have that connection. However, this could be a card of impatience, right? So I feel a couple of main things aside from the karmic energy, that something just didn't go somebody's way. So watch out in this time. There could be a situation, an issue that like might swing left on you real quick. So beware of that. It could be very suddenly too, like a sudden issue, a sudden situation where things spin a little out of hand. But another vibe I'm getting here is that of like somebody impatient, like, listen, I need a change. I want something to change. I'm tired of feeling like this. I don't want to feel like this anymore. Now, if it's tied to money-related things, you just fill it in that column. If it's personal relationships, this is somebody tired of feeling this way, whether it be lonely, whether it be sad, whether it be hurt, because this could be somebody that's hurting as well, and they're just tired of feeling like this. So we're going to keep moving. I mean, that's like 3 messages I picked up right there, so only take what applies to you. It was making me feel a lot of different things. So we're going to go in on that Hanged Man. See what that's about. We'll just keep moving along. We'll talk about it more during the recap. So why is the Hanged Man here? Thank you. King of Swords, yeah. This is absolutely somebody strategizing, planning, analyzing. So I will say this, there could be somebody who has eyes on you, that has you under the microscope, or you might have somebody or something directly in your vision under your microscope. Because when we have the King of Swords, that is very strategic, plan-based type of energy. It could just represent an air sign or an older male figure, sure, but it's very stern, serious, shrewd. And when I see it with the Hanged Man, I get somebody that's just cutting something up intellectually, like really watching somebody or something, or analyzing it, trying to do some problem solving. That's the vibe here. So if you are going through issues, situations like we possibly saw in the beginning, pumping the brakes, slowing it down, doing some analyzing and planning could be big. But I will just say that this could be the energy of someone else around you, right? Somebody could be planning something or strategizing or even watching. So I'll just leave it at that. Let's go in on the Four of Swords. Okay, I wouldn't say it's anything to be nervous about or afraid about. It is what it is, right? So let's see what's up with that Four of Swords. Interesting mixture of energy. We have a lot of air, a lot of earth thus far, which could be a tumultuous mix sometimes. But let's see what's up with that Four of Swords. Then we'll do our recap before we get the shadow card. So why is the Four of Swords here for Cappy? World in reverse. Yeah, this is giving me another glum type of energy. Like somebody really bummed out, like possibly living in the past, or something that may have happened in the past is like still affecting somebody. Okay, so I did say in the beginning we see somebody who's possibly hurting still. It could be still showing up and lingering here on the back end. Now, the World in reverse to me is a card of the past. Once again, it's another karmic card as well. So we have karma showing up twice here, so that could still be in effect like it was last week. So just know, if you've been putting forth good things into the world, you might reap those benefits. But if there's somebody that's been sowing some rough seeds out there, they might reap those as well, like that karmic retribution. Now, the World in reverse to me with this Four of Swords, it feels like this is somebody who is stuck in the past, grieving the past, just still not feeling good, hurting. It's that hurting type of energy to me. And I just have to keep it simple, right? Because it's not giving me a lot of other intuitive things. So just know in this time, you might be a little down in the dumps more than usual. It's all good. It's all part of life, right? That roller coaster of emotions that everyone deals with. So let's go through and do a quick recap. And I do like the fact that there's a lot of sword energy here, because sword energy is fleeting, like I said in the very beginning. These aren't energies that are permanent, okay? But the earthy energy in the very beginning, that could be something that sticks for a little bit. But let's go through real quick before we get that shadow card. In position number one, we have the Five of Pentacles with the Seven Pentacles in reverse. To me, this was giving me several strong messages. So it could be that karmic striking, like I was saying, or somebody paying that karmic debt. To me, it was giving me that downtrodden, hurt type of energy where somebody was, you know, tired of feeling a certain way or tired of dealing with a certain situation, but also be forewarned that there could be things that pop up that, you know, happen very suddenly, like issues or situations like could spin out of hand pretty quickly. That's the vibe it was making me feel. But in the center, we have the Hanged Man with the King of Swords. Extremely plan-based, extremely analytical. So if you are going through issues and problems, this is Spirit asking you to look deeper, look down at the root of what's possibly going on. You may have somebody watching your moves, you might be under someone's microscope, or there could be plans that you need to look out for. But moving to the very back end, more of that karmic, glum, hurt type of energy showing up once again. The Four of Swords with the World in reverse. This is somebody who is like living in the past within their head, within themselves, and they can't really help it. So it is that downtrodden hurt thing where, and once again, it could be somebody paying a karmic debt. So we have that showing up multiple times. Please take a screenshot, Capricorn. Let's get you one shadow card here. And if this reading doesn't hit for you, it's all good. Hopefully those energies don't pop up this week, but you can check your other alignments, right? Your sun, moon, Venus, all that stuff, depending on the situation you're going through. Let's get one shadow card. What's up with Capricorn, please? And this is a nice introspective part of the reading. So let's see what's going on. Thank you. All right, yeah, we do have the Two of Cups showing up in the shadows. So that to me is the realm of partnerships, interpersonal relationships. Some of you might feel like you're at a crossroads in life with a card like this. However, we are looking at the shadow side of this. So the shadow side of the Two of Cups could represent an individual that is in your life or has been in your life that really wasn't like the best partner. And I'm not just saying that romantically. It could even be like a good friend or family member that was problematic. But this feels like people that are like oil and water, where there's a lot of clashing here. So you might be seeing some disruption in interpersonal relationships in the coming days and weeks. It's all good. Or there is something tied into past interpersonal relationships that still needs to be resolved within oneself, okay? So Capricorn, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the October subscriber surprise. For the October subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the wonderful Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which tarot card you'd like to see me dressed up as for Halloween this year. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.